Stepping off the plane, it's so easy to breathe again. Life in the big city has finally took its toll, and it's been so long, but I'm finally home. And what better place to rest my weary bones than on this beautiful island where there's so much to see. Every corner I turn, there's something there to remind me of my beautiful nation and what it means to me. Not a thing out of place, that's what's special about it. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting. There's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, this is home, yes. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, this is home, home, home. Sweet Grenada, yeah, this is home.
Well, all right, Grenada, Carriacou, Petite, Martinique, and the rest of the world. Welcome to another Mikey Live program. Now, I'm your host, Mikey Hutchinson. It's always my pleasure to be with you here on the program. For those of you who are logged in via YouTube, we want to say thank you for joining us. We also have a lot of people currently viewing on Facebook. Well, you Facebook viewers, thank you for joining us as well. And we have to say as well, those of you who are viewing via cable TV, we're talking about WPG 10 standard definition channel 10 and high definition at channel 11. We want to say thank you for joining us as well. Folks, it is Monday the 14th day of January 2019. Your headlines: manhunt continues for escaped prisoner. Police record 17 accidents for the weekend. Grenadian killed in a car crash in New Jersey, and drug squad makes significant drug bust. We're talking about thousands of dollars worth of drugs. All right. Nyron Paris charged for Friday's killing, and man found dead in drain. Steve Duncan donates towards new look at the St. John's Christian Secondary School. Fian Lyons is the new organizer of the 2019 International Soca Monarch. We will tell you more about that. And here's what: neighborhood beef leads to death of a 2-year-old boy in St. Martin. We're going to tell you more about that. in tonight's program. We have that and more to tell you about, folks. Some housekeeping matters. We want to invite you to share the program. That's those of you who are viewing via Facebook. It's important that you share the program so that other people know that we are here and that we are live. So if you're viewing via Facebook, we ask, if it's worth your time, to please go ahead and share the program. For those of you who are looking on YouTube and cable, maybe you could call a friend and let them know that the program has started. This is Mikey Live, news discussed, not told. Your headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Duty Free Caribbean, Colombian Emeralds International, and WPG10. Now, when we return, it will be real news in your Lili Lolo. So stay tuned.
And so it begins, a journey like no other. Jungles so lush, they make emeralds jealous. Water that sparkles like diamonds. Mountains with more facets than precious gems. This is where good times are had, where love is strengthened, where memories are formed. And when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will never fade. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
In this new television season, 8 p.m. is a must-see on WPG10. We have sports every night, on weeknights and Saturdays, Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. Big Bang Sports, Tuesdays and Thursdays, your new cricket show at Stumps. Saturdays, your big-time sports store on A Sporting View. The sporting heavy hitters are all at 8 p.m. only on WPG10.
I'm pleased to be chilling in the West Indies.
Action is back. Grenada National Stadium, the West Indies Championship Regional 4-Day Tournament, Thursday, January 17th to the 20th, 2019, as the Windward Islands Volcanoes take on Jamaica Scorpions, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily at the Grenada National Stadium. Admission $10. Comes to the likes of Devon Smith, Sherman Lewis, Josh Thomas, Roland Cato, amongst the regional stars. Remember, cricket action is back at the Grenada National Stadium, January 17th to the 20th, 2019. Come shout and support your team.
He's hit that one.
Don't miss a ball.
It's a new year, so how about a new look? At Quartz Optical, we have the latest brand names and styles. Plus, get 20% off credit on 12 to 24 months. Instant credit approval while you are being tested. Get 15% off cash, so you can get that new frame to go into the new year. Only at Quartz Optical, the largest, fastest growing optical chain in the Caribbean. Special conditions apply.
All right, thank you very much. And folks, we'd like to welcome you again, those of you just joining us, to Mikey Live. All right, so folks, let's get into the stories for tonight. Now, the first thing that we have to tell you is a bit of notice that the Ministry of Social Development, Housing and Community Empowerment, they want to inform beneficiaries of the Support for Education, Empowerment and Development Program, SEED, of an adjustment in payments for the month of January 2019. Now, folks, the payments will begin on Thursday 17 and continues on Friday 18 January. It will then it will then be the following Monday, 21st, and it will conclude on Wednesday, 23rd January 2019. Now, payments will be made as usual at the Treasury and all district revenue offices. Now, the Ministry of Social Development, Housing and Community Empowerment wishes all its clients and partners a productive 2019, and it reminds all that payments of the seed grant will be made during the third week of every month unless otherwise advised. Now, for more information, you can contact the seed unit at the Ministry of Social Development and Housing, Ministerial Complex, Tantine, St. George, on telephone number 440-2269. Folks, with all the talk about the deadlock with regards to the negotiations for pension, and so there will be a post-cabinet briefing that will be held tomorrow. Now, the briefing will be facilitated by the Minister for Trade, Industry, Cooperatives and CARICOM Affairs, Honorable Oliver Joseph, and that will be in his capacity as Chairman of the Pension Engagement Committee. And he's also going to be accompanied by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Mrs. Ophelia Wells Cornwall. All right, so tomorrow we will have some more details. Tomorrow, God willing, we'll have more details about that for you once the briefing happens. Okay, all you, it wasn't good for football at all. It wasn't good for soccer in Grenada this weekend, as there was an incident that resulted in the injury of an official. And so we had a statement made by the president of the Grenada Football Association, Mr. Chenny Joseph. It says that the Grenada Football Association condemns the actions of players and fans in yesterday's Premier League match between Queen's Park Rangers and Hurricanes, which was played at the Queen's Park. It has been brought to the attention of the association that players of the home team and some of their supporters invaded the field and physically assaulted one of the match officials. That's Charlton Forsyth. The president said that they deemed such unsporting action as wrong and not in the spirit of sportsmanship. It says that the GFA wished to assure the general public that the actions of the individuals is not in keeping with fair play, and therefore wish to assure the general public that all of the perpetrators will be brought to justice, and the fullest arm of the disciplinary code using the disciplinary arm of the association. It goes on to say that players must understand that the game is one that the match officials in person in charge of, and all of their decisions are final. And so that therefore, they say, condemn the actions and have zero tolerance for any such behavior. Now, safety at the matches, particularly for players and officials, has been a primary concern in recent times. We have had several instances where officials are assaulted, where players are assaulted, not only by who is on the field, but even by spectators. And this is taking an ugly trend. And so GFA says, going forward, it will have none of it. All right? We are moving on. How we looking? How we looking? We pretty? All right. All yeah. A manhunt continues for Hayden Phillip. I see a video on the weekend. I don't even want to play it on the program. People, I see a video on the weekend. I don't even want to play it on the program. Yeah, someone showing all that. But police are still trying to catch up with the youth. You know what I mean? Yeah, boy, say blade. So it continues. The manhunt for escaped prisoner Hayden Phillip. You understand? They say the searches by the Royal Grenada Police Force and Her Majesty Prisons. You know? They say, in fact, they have intensified their search. If you see fellas, you know what I mean? Police are urging members of the general public island-wide to be on alert for Philip. You know what I mean? Now, the Royal Grenada Police Force also would like to thank the general public for your support. And it reminds persons that it is an offense to harbor, conceal, or aid in the concealment of any person who has committed a crime, according to Section 383 of the Criminal Code, Cap 72A, Volume 4 of the 2010 Continuous Revised Laws. You know what I mean? People, I hear they searching for a man, fellas. You know what I mean? But I small thing like Grenada, you know what I mean? We gonna tell the animals and thing, when you come back, you go back. Telling all about tomorrow, so you go back. That's morning. Oh yeah, how we looking? How are we looking? Let's go again. Now the next story that we have to tell you about, boy. Believe it or not, people, police say that they have recorded 17 accidents over the weekend. I ain't even making it up. Steve, we can't make that up. 17 accidents on the weekend alone. I ain't making it up. You know what I mean? And they said this, my friends, is cause for concern. How you could have all these accidents on the government road? What I never hear that yet. You know what I mean? Accidents here, accidents there, accident almost everywhere. One of the recent accidents, one of the latest one was one in River Road last night. You know what I mean? Videos on them was circulating and thing, you know, showing no star. In many of these crashes, people are injured. You understand? How many video twists up so? You understand? Car in the road, in the river. Sorry, my video cannot twist. I don't know how it twists up so. You know what I mean? In the river, you know, people, in River Road. It's showing sort of vertical. It should be a horizontal video, right? Just to clarify that. Okay? You know what I mean, people? Huh? Police say that they are concerned about these incidents. Very concerned. 17 of people. 17. With the latest one being one that happened in River Road. Yeah? Police say that they're investigating a slew of accidents. Yeah? Emergency crews, they were called into a two-vehicle collision which resulted in the hospitalization of a 33-year-old St. George resident. They say that he sustained injuries to the head and upper part of the body after his vehicle ran off the road and into the St. John River. Now, the incident that occurred at the River Road, St. George, happened at around 6:30 p.m. on Sunday. That was last night. It also left the other driver with injuries. They say, but those injuries were minor. And listen to this now. At the time of the incident, here is it, you know. At the time of the incident, both vehicles were traveling in the same direction. I ain't making it up. I ain't making it up. At the time of the incident, according to police, both vehicles were traveling in the same direction. In the direction of this city. Don't ask me how. Now, in another incident, also on Sunday, a 4-year-old of Mount Horn St. Andrew was hospitalized with multiple injuries. The preschooler, who is reported to be doing well, was transported to the Princess Alice Hospital and later to the General Hospital, all right? Yeah. There was another incident. That one was on Saturday, involving several vehicles, about 3 vehicles in this crash. I'm making it up. About 3 vehicles in this crash in the Fontenoy Grand Mall area by the Travelers Bar. You understand? Well, they say that, well, you know, the occupants and thing of that crash, though it involved several vehicles, they were okay. Eh? 3 vehicles. Look at them. I ain't making it up. Look at them on your screen. Then there was another. There was an incident in Golf Course. Another crash again. Residents say that it was around the 5 a.m. they heard the bang. When they came out and they did their search, they did not notice any driver. So the driver may have bailed. You understand? Another incident again. We ain't sure who the driver was, but police, they are investigating this one. Then, coming from church, Sunday, churchgoers, you know, this bus trying to maneuver a hill in Busezu, lost control. Several persons injured again. You know what I mean? 17 crashes, people. One weekend. Now, cognizant of the recent spate of road accidents, the Royal Grenada Police Force is appealing to all road users to allow good sense and judgment to prevail and to watch out for each other so that the nation's road may be used in a safer manner. Now, the RGPF is calling for a change in the behavior and attitude by motorists who use our nation's road irresponsibly, risking the lives of passengers and other users and their own lives as well. Now, the Royal Grenada Police Force remains resolute, they say, in its enforcement of the law to ensure road safety, and is also asking the general public to help make the roads a safer place by adhering to the rules and regulations of the use of the road. Persons are urged to use the roads in a proper manner to reduce accidents and fatalities. Folks, we want to reiterate again. The traffic department recorded 17 accidents on the weekend. And if that is not cause for concern, I don't know what is. On the weekend as well, a Grenadian in New Jersey unfortunately lost his life. Now the New Jersey State police officials identified the man who suffered fatal injuries after a crash that happened on Saturday. As a Grenadian, you understand? Grenadian. Raymond Adolphus, and he's 41 years old. I think a lot of people might know him because I saw some people, you know, were saying, you know, sending condolence greetings and so on to the family. So I'm just assuming that they know the family. Eh? But that one, again, folks, that one was a really unfortunate incident. Yeah. So what they're saying is that the single car crash happened at around 10:55 p.m. in the westbound lanes of I-280 near Miles Market. You know, now they're saying they arrived at the scene and they found a severely damaged 1997 Ford Mustang with one person who was trapped inside. Now, according to officials, the rescue crews, they were able to extricate the severely injured man who is 41 years old. He's actually from East Orange, New Jersey. They say they were able to take him out of the vehicle, where he was pronounced dead at the scene. You know, according to preliminary investigations, they say Adolphus, his Ford Mustang, they traveled west on the ramp from Harrison's Avenue to I-280 West, where he somehow lost control and ran off the left side of the road. He struck a tree, then it overturned. And they are saying that they are doing their investigations into this one, you know. But yeah, he is a Grenadian man. I think he's actually from the Bolio area, you know. Yeah, he's actually from the Bolio area. Some of you may know his family, you know. Yeah, boy, no. We're moving on. How we looking for time? We have a timekeeper on the program. How we doing? Big up Jill and the other people on the program. How we doing for time? Big up Kevin. All right. Now, folks, listen to this one now. The Royal Grenada Police Force recorded its first major drug haul for 2019 with the seizure of 210 pounds of compressed cannabis, carrying an estimated street value of $476,000, people. I ain't even making it up. Take a look at the sacks on your screen. You understand? They say this is the first major drug bust for 2019. Now, officers attached to the drug squad made the discovery in the bushes during an operation in Grenville Sandal Street Bay area in St. Andrew on January 10th, 2019. They say that no one has been arrested and that investigations are continuing. Folks, in another drug bust, and police is making no joking on people. Another drug bust. Check it out on your screen. On Friday, 11th January 2019, 2 nylon bags containing compressed cannabis totaling 35 pounds were seized on the sister isle of Carriacou. Now, the drugs worth an estimated street value of $79,000. They say it was discovered in Mount Pleasant by officers attached to the Carriacou police station. No one was arrested and police are continuing their investigation. You understand? We lean that talk right there. Oh yeah. The next thing we have to tell you about, boy, is investigations are continuing into an incident that happened on the weekend which resulted in the death of a man. You understand? Now, that will make it Grenada's first killing for 2019. Now, we don't have much of that, so don't come and talk about what Grenada coming to take all the time. You understand? Every time something happens, it's like, what Grenada coming to and thing. Everybody has like a thing and thing going on in the country. You know what I mean? And Grenada was special. Thing will happen, you know? And I think we've been doing a really good job in, you know, controlling that kind of business. You understand? We're doing a really good job in ensuring that the place don't get too lawless. You understand? So take all the time. The police doing a good work. So earlier, Naira and Paris is a 30-year-old man of Bousséjour, St. George. No, not the man on the screen. He has been charged by police with non-capital murder for the death of the man on your screen, Gavin Anthony. Now, an autopsy conducted today revealed that Anthony died from hypovolemic shock as a result of multiple stab wounds stemming from an incident at a local bar on St. John Street, St. George. Now, according to police, Anthony was stabbed twice to the abdomen and once to the left hand during an altercation on Friday night. They say the incident happened at around 11:30 p.m. Now, the man charged for his death, which is Nyron Paris, will appear at the St. George's Magistrates Court on Tuesday, 15 January 2019. All right, so that is tomorrow. Now, Gavin's family, they was on TV tonight talking about the kind of person he is and then kind of business and things like that. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, boy. All right, we are moving on. In another matter, boy, police are investigating the discovery of a body in the St. Andrew area, Simon area. You understand? The body of Curlan Thorne is a 36-year-old. It was discovered in a drain in his hometown, Simon St. Andrew, at around 7 o'clock on Saturday. You know? And the police say that they do not suspect foul play as it relates to his death. Now, it has been widely reported that the deceased is known for having epileptic episodes, you know. So the police say that they do not suspect foul play, but as usual, they are conducting their investigation. We told you about the bad. Let's just transition on that thing, and it's too heavy for me, Jed. So let me talk about something different for 2 minutes now. What it is? All you agree, right? So let's talk about something different. All yeah, take a look at that on all the screen. That was the look of the St. John's Christian Secondary School shaper, boy. That is what it was looking like. Let's fast forward to now, because I'm making it up. This is what it looks like now. I'll give the thing a clap. Good. Pass a clap. St. John's, like Guave, St. John's School. But here is what going on in the country. You know, you don't hear them kind of news nowhere else. You go hear it here. I want telling all you. That's what telling all you. People, let me tell all you what's going on now. Businessman Steve Duncan, who is a former student of the St. John Christian. I'll put some clap on the program now, man. Who is also a follower of the Mikey Life program. He's a supporter of the Mikey Life Helping Hands Foundation. When we were organizing water for Dominica, that man donated thousands of dollars towards the drive. Now let me tell you what's going on, people. Mr. Steve Duncan, who was a past student, or is a past student of the school, was today awarded with a plaque of appreciation by the school. I'm making it up. You understand? A plaque of appreciation. Look it on your screen. You look like a shell. Take all the time. Screenshot the business and show Steve. He make news tonight. He didn't know he didn't make news, but oh gosh, why you come up on my screen? I'm not ready for you yet. We're talking about Steve right now, people. You understand? People. Mr. Duncan donated approximately $15,000 towards the repainting of the school. I'm not making it up. Towards the repainting of the school. Make sure you do any program. See if you do any program, he doesn't miss a program. Make sure you do any program. If you do any program, Mr. Duncan, let me see you. Now at the school's General Assembly, which was held today, Duncan was presented with a token of appreciation by the principal of the school, Miss Nerine Augustine. Big up your whole self, Miss Augustine. Telling me, boy, it's the principal in all the lady lolo. Anyway, back to Steve. Now, speaking to the assembly, Duncan encouraged students to read a lot, Stay away from trouble and never give up on your dreams. Yeah, son? You know what I mean? Yeah. So all you give Steve a clap on the program. You know what I mean? Thank you very much. You know what I mean? A lot of people just think, you know, them country school doesn't think, but yeah, right, this country school benefit, man. The country school benefits, so all make noise, make some noise on the program. You know what I mean? How we looking for time? Yeah, boy. Anyway, yeah, maybe they know that make a Mikey live tonight, you know? Yeah. Them think can I go quiet, Steve, you know what I mean? Nah, nothing so. We're moving on. How we looking? Oh, yeah. There we go. Fair and Lions, boy. How many of you know Fayan? Well, let me tell all you what's going on with Fayan right now. She just lifted her status. You understand? According to reports coming out of Trinidad, Fayan Lions is the new organizer of the 2019 International Soca Monarch. It's now in the hands of Fayan Lions Alvarez, the only woman to have won the Soca Monarch title. So they say the announcement was made today. She was appointed to head the International Soca Monarch by the stakeholders of the company. Now they are saying that they made the decision to appoint Lions because she is a good, loyal soca professional. They say they are giving her the opportunity to put the stamp on it. They say that they are optimistic about the whole thing. Right? So, yeah. Fair. All fine. Anyway, so they confirm the whole business and then big up to Fair, you know what I mean? Big you up, Fair, and we begin up from Grenada. Love, you know what I mean? Love. Your man want to score with FM every morning. Love. All you. In neighborhood beef led in St. Martin. And neighborhood beef, right? Led to the death of a 2-year-old. You find that making sense? The tragic death of a 2-year-old boy. Today was supposed to be his birthday. He was going to be turning 3 today. They say the incident happened at around 10:30 a.m. yesterday. Now apparently, a feud between a group of boys led to a situation where one group attempted to ram one of the other group of boys with a car. They say that in the heat of the attack, the little 2-year-old boy who was playing on his toy truck, on his toy truck on the side of the road, was rammed by the car. They say that the child was instantly killed, you know. They say he was instantly killed on the spot. They say that his neck was severely injured and badly broken. They say that the boys in the car, including the driver, was seen running away holding a baseball bat. Now, according to another person standing by, when the car missed the first fellow, it was seen backing up and ramming forward again. Now, this is apparently when the child, who is said to be the son of one of the boys, was killed. As it relates to the mother of the child, it's been reported that at the time of the incident, she was at work. Now listen, the first police officers who arrived on the scene got very emotional at the sight of the boy, or of the body of the little boy. They say that a female police officer broke down and had to be taken away, you know, people. They say at least 3 ambulances were on the scene to take away 2 of the injured boys and a hearse for the dead child. That will no star. 2-year-old people, they say them, not even the police officers who responded to the incident could have contained their emotions at the sight of the motionless, lifeless 2-year-old being the victim of an incident he had nothing to do with. And men, boys, well, I can't call them men, using automobile as weapons against their enemies. Oh, you never hear that yet. St. Martin, I'm making it up. You understand? So police is said to be investigating this one. You know? All you. Some of what you share the program. Share the thing, share the program. You know what I mean? It's important that you do. All you. Or hear that piece now. In St. Lucia, you know how they have slot machines, and you know we have slot machine and thing in Grenada. Them like a game machine and thing, you know, like a gambler and like a business. Oh yeah, you have like a situation in St. Lucia where some persons won at these slot machines, and the owner of the business is refusing to pay out. I'm making it up, St. Lucia.
Denier River Dennery residents claim that it has been almost 1 month since the shop owner of Metro's bar said she would pay them, but they have yet to receive a dime from the woman.
I just want to say that I want my money. It's the date due already. Tomorrow giving a month and we need our money. Or else parents need to go straight jail, no bill.
According to Turner Thomas, over 10 residents won games at slot machines ranging from $300 to thousands of dollars on December 12. Residents allege that when they approached the woman on the matter on Thursday, she sprayed an unknown chemical which caused residents to flee the bar area. Thomas claims that the Metro's bar owes her up to $5,700.
Well, I don't know what problem they have for now. It's been a month now, and up to a day like today, none of us cannot get our money. Up to a day like today, I cannot get my money, and I want my money.
Mary Harper says the shop owner took stock of her tickets and promised to get back to her, but never did. Residents claim that it has been a back and forth situation between the main agent responsible for the slot machines and the shop owner.
Cage telling us if the agent from the river have to pay us. Going to the agent telling us it's Cage that have to pay us, and it's really a big problem. We have money fever, everybody have money issues, and we want to know how we get in our money. Every single day is a different problem, different this, different that for the money. So we want to know how we get in our money.
Speculations abound as to whether the machines may have malfunctioned. Despite this, residents continue to demand monies owed to them.
And I only won $300. So when I come and ask her the $300, she tell me she cannot pay me because the machine have a problem, which means she say they temper the machine. So I wonder how they temper the machine. So she can give me my $300. So Cage cannot pay that. She doesn't have to pay it because Cage paying $1,000 and up. So that is what I want to know about my money.
Denry residents plan to take their pleas and protest to the main agent come Monday, January 14th. Gina Filippi, HTS News Force.
Well, I never hear that yet. So she's claiming that probably somebody would have tampered with the machine. So how do you tamper? I don't know. I never hear that yet. I ain't lying, boy. That one different. Although we have a very interesting story to tell you about tomorrow of an organization who is assisting people getting prosthetic legs. You know, we are running out of time, so we cannot feature that tonight. But tomorrow, God's willing, we will have a very interesting discussion on that matter. At this time, I want to encourage you folks to please, if you have not yet done so, to please share the program. You hit the share button and it will be shared on your wall. It's not going to interrupt your program or anything like that, and other people would know that the program is on as well. Many of the stories that you hear on the program can be found on our website. Our website is MikeyLive.com. That's MikeyLive.com. You can periodically check the website daily for news updates. All right, that's MikeyLive.com. MikeyLive.com. We take a break. When we come back, we have the weather and the national report.
Colors Promotion together with Carib present National Colors Fest. Everybody safe, girls lighting up, keep up. National Colors Fest. Wednesday, February 6th, the night before the holiday. Moonlight City. We deck off in our national colors and come out to play a mass. And you see, when morning touch, Grenada's best takes the stage. Sheldon Douglas, Boise, Dash, wind up, we don't want no easy. King, Heine Job and Sosa, Muddy and Squeezed, Looney Spark and Electrify, Zooty Man and more. Get ready, cause a mask go play. We embrace the ice, green and gold National Colors Fest, 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. General admission 25. Ticket outlets are Gittins in Grandance, Heather Boutique, Chucky's Bar opposite the terminal, Spice Mobile Guam, Shi's Bar Victoria, Big Lane Bar Sates, Kwame in River Sally, Daigo Shop Tivoli, Bogoso Barbershop, Kevin and Crush Barbershop Grenville, and St. David's Pharmacy. National Colors Fest, Wednesday, February 6th, Moonlight City.
We listened to what you had to say and tore up the old rules, because losing what you paid for is just wrong. Now, lost data and talk are a thing of the past. Only Digicel gives you unlimited rollover data and talk. Just buy and renew your Quick Pick bundle before it expires and keep what's rightfully yours. Never lose what you don't use. Go to My Digicel app to bundle up and roll over today. Digicel.
Replace, upgrade, or treat yourself to something new. Yes, you can with Quartz Ready Finance. Shop today and pay nothing until March 2019. Low monthly payments, flexible terms, and the assurance that your payments are protected against unforeseen events. Get what you need now with nothing down. Yes, you can with Quartz Ready Finance. Quartz, bringing value home.
It's a new year, so how about a new look? At Quartz Optical, we have the latest brand names and styles. Plus, get 20% off credit on 12 to 24 months. Instant credit approval while you are being tested. Get 15% off cash, so you can get that new frame to go into the new year. Only at Quartz Optical, the largest, fastest growing optical chain in the Caribbean. Special conditions apply.
We mean business and we talk business.
I wanted to go back to when it started.
And we let women in business tell their own stories and inspire others.
But I'm very excited about 2019.
I am Abigail Long, and join me right here for Abby's Power Lunch.
You never looked at a piece of paper. This was just a beautiful conversation.
We talk to women of the Caribbean who make things happen.
I know, let's not just preach it, let's practice it, and it starts from household.
All right, folks, and now it is time for the national report. And following the national report, we will have for you the weather.
Pension Engagement Committee refers pension deadlock to Labour Commissioner. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report. With the details to the news for Monday, January 14th, I am Rakisha St. Louis. Chairman of Government's Pension Engagement Committee, Honorable Oliver Joseph, has referred the deadlock in pension negotiations with trade unions and staff associations representing public officers to Labour Commissioner Mr. Cyrus Griffith. The referral is in keeping with the procedures for settling disputes as provided for in Section 45, Subsection 2 of the Labour Relations Act, Cap 157A. In a letter to the Labour Commissioner, Honorable Oliver Joseph said there has been little advancement on narrowing the respective positions. Both sides have already agreed on the need for a pension plan for public officers. Government is offering a pension of 70% for its employees, which will require them to top up the pension paid by the NIS. What is at issue is the advanced payment of pension or gratuity. The government's latest offer is 8% gratuity with reduced pension for 8 years. The unions and staff associations have maintained their demand for 25% gratuity, which the government has repeatedly said is not affordable or sustainable. The unions and staff associations have also written to the Pension Engagement Committee chairman, informing him that they do not find it necessary to continue negotiations on behalf of established workers. Through separate correspondence also addressed to the chairman, the unions and staff associations said they are open to discussions on matters relating to unestablished public officers. The government of Grenada continues to affirm its commitment to pension restoration and reform for the benefit of all employees. An influx of more than 10,000 visitors last week has prompted tourism officials to dialogue for even more ships to call at Port St. George. On Thursday and Friday, Grenada welcomed 7 large cruise ships docked at Burns Point and the Melville Street Cruise Terminal. Friday saw more than 10,000 visitors following the arrival of P&O Britannia, Crown Princess, Norwegian Dawn, and Star Pride cruise lines. This, according to Tourism Minister Clarice Modeste Cohen, is remarkable for Grenada's economy and speaks volume to the tourism product that is being offered. The Grenada Tourism Authority has reported that its target for 2018 season was surpassed, recording over 528,000 visitors. Minister Modeste Cohen says there is need for more to be done to enhance the island's marketing strategy to ensure the experience is memorable for the visitors.
Our numbers grew dramatically in December, especially for stayover visitors, somewhere around 17%. And from many of our source markets, the numbers are just growing. So it is a good time for us. It is also a wake-up call. It is saying there are a number of logistics that we have to put in place to ensure that our visitors enjoy the country, the destination, and to ensure that it is as hassle-free and as easy as possible. We have great hopes, we have great expectations, and we are certainly not going to sit on our laurels. Our work is cut out for us, and we are all collectively going to work. To do that, we are appreciative of the timely funds that we get from the Ministry of Finance, both for cruises, for airlift and other things, and we're working to ensure that we maximize the opportunities that we're given.
The GTA remains optimistic that its continuous dialogue with international agencies will yield more in 2019 and beyond.
We have been in dialogue since last year and the year before, speaking with the FCCA and all of the executive. And as you know, last year, the president of Carnival did make a visit here, and they have been very impressed. We had meetings last year in November, October, and they have said that the visitors, because they come to your destination because this is what the visitors want, and they are very impressed with what they have seen here in Grenada. I think the time has come for us to start considering and looking at the possibility of a new berth, because we are having larger ships coming in here and we don't want them to go anywhere else. We want them to stay here.
Chairman of the Grenada Tourism Authority, Mrs. Brenda Hood. This is a national report. We'll have more news after the break.
It is here again, it is here again. The Made in Grenada Expo is here again. And I just hope the whole of Grenada ready, because I sound in a clarion call. The Made in Grenada Expo is here again. The Made in Grenada Expo is on February 7th, and the public is encouraged to come out and give full support and buy out all local products on show. Products manufactured right here in Grenada, 100% Grenadian, and it's happening right here at the National Stadium. Are taking in the Independence Parade and the Made in Grenada Expo one time. I am so excited. That's why I'm making a fireside. I bring my tent, my blanket and all kind of thing, and I'm camping right here until everything done on February 7th. The Made in Grenada Expo is here again.
Welcome back. With the anniversary of Grenada's 45th independence just a few weeks away, the National Celebrations Committee is appealing to Grenadians to show their patriotic spirit through participation in planned activities. These include a motorcade on Saturday, the Independence Calypso competition at the Satyrs Bus Terminal on January 26th, and the beautification competition in all parishes. The overall beautification drive began last week, and Chairman of the National Celebrations Committee, Mr. John Williams, is inviting government institutions, business places, schools, and even households to begin outfitting their structures.
I remember some years ago, during the National Colours Day on before, you know, we used to have a lot of colours, the business houses, buses and cars. People became very patriotic. I don't know what happened. I think there was a discussion with regards to the facing of the flag, and a lot of people misinterpreted the information that was shared. So there was a reluctance thereafter to do it. But we want to encourage Grenadians this year. It's 45 years. We want to do something special, and to encourage drivers of motor vehicles, buses and business houses, decorate your place. Be proud. It's being patriotic. And something I've often said, our colors, and I mentioned it at the launch, it is the most, or one of the most colorful. If you go anywhere, whether it's the Olympics or any of the major international events, and once the Grenada flag comes out, this is not because of Grenada, it's something spectacular. And I read somewhere, I was speaking somewhere, where it was said that the Grenadian flag was one, I don't want to, third or fourth most colorful of all of the flags, and you can imagine how many flags are around the world. So we want to encourage our folks here to go out, you know, get your stickers, get your flags, especially on the motorcade. You know, we want to make sure we fly the flag because it's very colorful, and let's, you know, be patriotic, put Grenada first, so that people will feel this is something that we can own. It's our celebrations, we have come, we've reached thus far, and I think it's something we're looking forward to. So we're encouraging all of the business houses, you know, put something outside your business, make sure your flags are flown. Bus drivers, friends, neighbors, communities, everyone, get involved. And let us celebrate this wonderful event.
Mr. Williams also invited patrons to be part of the Independence Motorcade on Saturday, January 19th. He says the intention is to create greater awareness about the celebrations. The motorcade will commence from 9 a.m.
So we're going to use the, go through, I can't give you the exact route, but we follow the route going for town, up to River Road, then we go up to the lane, Maris Hill, the lane, take the Karani James Boulevard, and then we go down to Sugar Mill and go through the St. David's Road, the eastern side, and then we come down on the western side. We have certain stops, St. David's, we stop at Grenville, and I'm made to understand that we're going to be accompanied by some of the Calypsonians. So each area where we go and be, there are going to be some Calypsonians there too.
The theme for Grenada's 45th anniversary is celebrating 45 years, building resilience and enhancing and economic transformation. Finally, more than $1.5 million is pumped into the local economy through the Budget Marine Spice Isle Billfish Tournament, which celebrates 50 years this year. As many as 48 boats are pre-registered for what is expected to be a massive turnout this year. The tournament runs from January 21st to the 26th. Mr. Richard McIntyre, chairman of the Budget Marine Spice Island Billfish Tournament, says based on an economic impact assessment done a few years ago, the week-long tournament contributes more than $1 million to the economy.
Certainly not less than 1.5 million US. There are a lot of things. The anglers pay $250 US to enter. Right? And it's a lot of anglers. But then we give back because our prizes alone cost us 50,000 EC dollars.
Right. An added attraction is the 50th anniversary Grand Slam with a payout of 500,000 EC dollars to a boat that lands a fish weighing 1,000 pounds or more. The current record is 679 pounds. Committee member Clinton Bailey says the tournament promises much excitement.
What will be different and totally different this year is that the parade of the boats is going to be a lot longer and it's going to be outside of St. George's Harbour. Let's say the stretch of Cherry Hill to possibly Quarantine Station,
Ross Point,
right, or anywhere there will be filled with boats. It'll be a nice Kodak moment. People can. It will be a sight to behold.
Yeah.
I think people all on the ridges there, Mount Marius and all, will be able to enjoy the Bibini Start. Bibini Start is all the boats line up outside of St. George's and all take off in a westerly direction when the cannon is fired off of the fort.
The committee has also invited the 3 major chocolate companies in Grenada who have agreed to advertise their products for sale during the tournament. That story just ended the national report for today, Monday, January 14th, 2019. Let's recap the top story. Pension Engagement Committee refers pension deadlock to Labour Commissioner. On behalf of everyone who made this newscast possible, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Thank you very much, Rikisha. And that's the national report for you. And everyone else who were part of the national report, we want to say thanks as well. We do not have much time, so we would like to go straight into the weather for tonight. Of course, the information was gathered from the Met Office there. And the weather is expected to be mostly fair, all right, and you can expect some brief showers and cloudiness. In fact, it is drizzling as we speak. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be about 23.5 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate, waves up to 5 feet in open waters. And your tides, was high at 8 p.m. Okie dokie, folks, all the best, all right? What else do I have to tell you? That's just about it. And folks, here's what's going to happen now. We're going to close things off and encourage you, if there's anything else that you'd like to know about, you can simply log on to our website. If there's any story that you want to verify or you missed something on the program, you can check out our website. All the past programs are uploaded on our website, mikeylive.com, okay? All the past program immediately after the program has ended, you can find it on our website. That's mikeylive.com. We'd like to say hello to everybody on the program: Michelle, Mike, Sharon, Marsha, Rolanda, Crisilda, Irma, Colette, Veronica, Zaka, Shomaine, Samantha, Abby, Colette, Esther, Deslin, Paul, Rayburn, Kewin, Joy, and Naomi, Suzette, Angel, and Helen, and Abby, and Leona, and everyone else, Nels, everyone else, Gwendolyn, who's on the program, all right? Thank you for looking on. We have Eunice as well, and my sister Linton, and my mom, and Michael, my brother, everyone else. We want to say thank you for joining us. And those of you who are on WPG10, we say thank you as well. Those of you on YouTube, thank you. And the Facebook viewers, thanks as well. God bless you. We're going to be back with another program tomorrow, God's willing. If you have not yet done so, please, before you go, share the program. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja, no. Good night, everyone.